I think without chocolate it wouldn't be the same.